Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to
Part
the interview, part two. We are here with Pasquale, especially known as Tien, on for NCW. Tien, number one question I want to ask you is, you've been wrestling for obviously not as long as everybody else has been, besides Rondo and Siobhan. So I want to ask you, how has been your experience at NCW so far?
Honestly, to begin it, when we first started off, it was amazing. It was like filming forming a whole new group of people together, and we're all coming together, we're working together, and it was really fun. We had the first few matches, and coming into it, I really like working with my body, even though I've never done a kind of wrestling thing. I've been working my body to certain degrees, so I enjoy stuff like that. And then we have a bunch of people there, friends and everything, everyone getting along. So the experience overall, not just the wrestling, the connection with the new people and everything like that, it's been a growing process. And then being able to see yourself and the people around you on camera, acting out, having fun, it's just it just adds to everything. So overall, it's been good. The beginning I really liked, but I'm an indecisive person. I kind of confuse myself, so I hop in and I hop out, and I like it and I don't like it because, the mind goes, right? So, but overall, it's been great. Made new friends. We're working together. We're doing fun things. I'm using my body. I'm using my voice, acting skills. It's fun. It's fun. It's been awesome.
It's awesome. That's awesome to hear. I like how you have a good time. I like how you can adventure into new things and be you, but also work with another thing, but as being you, doing something that you're not quite familiar with other people, making friends. It's just a good time. Kind of what I asked last time. He has a rival too. I want to know about yours. So the last rival you just had was Daniel Clash, as known as Marcello. I want to know how you experienced that and how it felt to be in a hateful rivalry like that.
Okay, so for Tien, he never really had a rival. He was kind of just there, and then he had little bouts with people. He had a little bout with A-Rod. He had it would be a longer bout with Clash for sure, Tien. But all in all, he's not there to win. You know what I mean? Tien is there. He's there to put himself there. He's there to be involved. And he found involvement through that little clash with Clash. So, I wouldn't say it was a big rivalry. It was more of a clash. We just clashed quickly, and then Tien went off. He got injured. He's doing his own thing. And now Clash, he's working towards that title. He's working towards getting to A-Rod. So, it's a little different. I think Tien needs a little bit more time to settle in before he actually gets a true rivalry with someone. And I don't know, I guess it's up to the fans. Who do you see him rivaling with? There's potentials maybe even with Kazam, Dom, Icon, anybody. He can rival with anybody. There's so many routes for him to take. He's a blank canvas right now. He needs to define his path.
So what we just watched, the last episode you had was against El Masco, and the one before that was against Troy Adams. So Troy Adams really did a number on you, right? He really tore up that knee.
Oh yeah, man.
And that ankle too. So leading up to the next episode, El Masco took a number on you also and did some on your knee. But there's also Martinez who came in and just obliterated your leg. I watched as he threw that huge pull onto your leg, and it was probably done there. How does it feel to be just not in NCW anymore, not being able to do what Tien loves to do?
Honestly, it's, in the eyes of Tien, it's not bad. In the moment, you get hurt once, right? You get hurt again, right? And then you get hurt a third time on a huge scale. You're out of it. You're not there anymore. You're not a part of it anymore. You're separated from everything that's going on. So that's your time. Obviously, Tien got thrown to the wolves because he needs some improvement. He needs to work harder to get where he wants to go. So this time with a broken leg, he can take time to more realize who he is, find the path he does want to take in this area, and work towards becoming better for NCW. Because, like Icon was saying in that interview, he wants to be the change of NCW. But all us good guys, we're there, we want to change it. There's not enough of that good, heart-filled emotion. It's all about like crashing down and taking people out. But we need that big bundle of goodness. Like we need to gift it. We need to be like, NCW, here's a present. Now take over and show them what you're made of. You know what I mean? So that's some time for Tien to just like to put his heart into it, to get over the pain, work through the pain, and show people that like it's time. It's time to move forward. One letdown is not going to ruin your life. One letdown is not going to ruin your path. 3 letdowns, you're going to be out for a bit, but you have time. There's always time to take those few steps. You know, take it slow. So Tien's he's gonna take his time. And he's gonna work his way back up.
That was awesome. You had a lot to say on that one, of course. What was the next one? Okay, so we don't have the biggest fan base around, but what has the fans done to Tien? What has the fans influenced Tien to do more? Have you ever had that fan experience yet in NCW?
Digitally, yes, but in person, no, not yet. I don't think A-Rod had that sick thing in the grocery store, and that's cool. Like we're actually getting that far. We're getting noticed on a personal level. But over the computer, we've had comments here and there, and A-Rod would probably be the biggest one so far. But on a smaller scale, with like through the computer and stuff like that, we've had those few things, and there was one comment that actually kind of like hit. You know, I took it to heart, like as we do. So, and it was Tien. He was saying that Tien doesn't deserve to be in the main event, and I sat there and I thought about it, kind of mad. You know what I mean? Because like you're putting yourself into there, and like someone's telling you you don't deserve it. So, what I did is like, okay, instead of staying mad, why don't I push myself? And the next day, it's one of the extras matches because he says I mostly get thrown around, which I do. I'm like kind of like a little rag doll here and there, and so I get tossed over and thrown around, all that kind of stuff, which is fine. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at the high-flying moves and being relaxed. So I wanted to prove to myself that I could do both sides. I can be someone who's actually like more of the powerhouse. So I had a match where I did more lift moves, and I just kind of like I wanted to show myself that I can do the other things. And if someone does think I'm not worthy, just to not take it to heart as much and just kind of let it go, but realize that it is constructive criticism if you take it that way. So I started to improve in different areas with my lifts, with holding people on my shoulders and stuff, which is not something Tien does as much. So it started off as something that hurt, but I turned it into something more that is going to like push me forwards instead of push me down. So, and that's a good experience, and I'm really excited for more to come, more positive ends from the fans, more and the negative. You want both, right? They're only going to build who you are as a character, as a person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely want those negative thoughts to try to improve, and those good thoughts to even make you go even farther.
Exactly.
Is your goal in NCW? So I know that you want to improve on your body, which you said earlier in the interview, but and wrestling wise, like titles, moves, what do you want to accomplish? What is your goal?
Honestly, as Pasquale, it would be building deeper connections with people. And this is a great outlet, like, to plug into and just be like, holy crap, there's so much people. That would be, I say, Pasquale's goal, is building connections with people. And obviously, as I said before, I do enjoy progressing in how well I communicate with my body as well. My body and the bodies around me, just like, it's just like one big hug, you know what I mean? Just bring it all in, let it all out, and just like have fun.
What is your wrestling goal?
I guess the title's not too big for me. I'm not like pushing to get the title. That's like, in my eyes, that's more of a bigger goal than like the smaller goals I have. And as Tien, I guess it would be more of, like you were saying, like I was saying before, the pickup moves. I want to get comfortable with the pickup moves. And obviously, we all know Troy's a big guy, and I'm a small guy. I won't be able to pick him up right away. But we can start it slow with people like A-Rod and work my way up through the people and learn those giving actions, those picking actions, those throwing actions, which is what is essential to be a full wrestler. Like, you have the high-flying aspect, which I have, but then I also need the strong, structured ground aspect to do those types of bigger moves, like attitude adjustment, F5, all those things, and just be comfortable with it. But that's not even what it's about. Like, all in all, even with Tien, it's all about the connections. It's all about the connections. It's not about winning or losing. It's how you play the game. You want to put yourself, you want to be involved, you want to have fun, you want to build connections with your friends and the people around. It helps in real life, helps in any kind of acting, improv. It's just what it is. And that's where I want it, like, to take place.
Is you had a lot of matches. Like we said before, you had that amazing rivalry with Daniel Clash. You've had a little bout with A-Rod. You've had a lot of matches, but you have to have an all-time favorite, a most memorable one, the most funnest one you've had in all of NCW so far. Which one could that be?
I would say, like I know you say you have to have a favorite, but like I really agree with what A-Rod was saying. That, like, it's like every match is your favorite. But, like, you have your best, and the next time you get better, and the next time you get better, and the next time you get better. So, my favorite match is the progression of the matches. It's all one match. But when it comes down to it, I really look forward to my matches with Icon. I really do. And honestly, this might be another question, but that might be a really cool rivalry for Tien. Or not rivalry, sorry, tag team.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. So I have those two good guys there putting their fists together, you know.
When you come back from injury, well, obviously, so this is kind of like two questions combined in one then. So, when you come back from injury, it obviously won't be until after the off-season when we're waiting for all this snow to go away. What does Tien and Pasquale have in mind for the off-season in 2007?
I want to put my foot in the door, you know what I mean? I want to get involved with training. That's one thing we're missing. Even though we say we do it, but that's one thing we're really missing is training. We mostly hop into the wrestling in front of the camera, and we look good because we're somewhat comfortable. But I want to bring it all together, bring what we know and what we don't know together, and train, build, work, and just progress. Keep going. This winter is a time to freeze, stop what we know and what we think we know, and build new horizons so we can see farther. A better structure, better future.
Exactly. We're hoping to see Tien debut again next, after the off-season, after all the snow goes away. Just stay tuned for Turbulence, because that's coming soon.